Hi viewers, today I have come with a new and surprising and amazing topic. It is very much important in your entrance examinations as well as in your normal lives also. Okay, actually we are learning about Mendel deviations. Okay, Mendel deviations are broadly classified into five categories: incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropy, polygenic. In previous slides we have already learned about incomplete dominance as well as codominance. In this video today I would like to discuss with you about multiple alleles. I would like to discuss and I will entertain you through multiple alleles. Here we discuss about different blood groups and compatibilities, marriages. Okay, before I enter into the topic, I would like to ask you a small question. In our human communities, okay, in our human communities, irrespective of tribe or race of a human on this entire population on this globe, okay, how many types of marriages could be possible? Think. I'll give you the answer in this video. Okay, how many types of marriages are possible? Okay, biologically how many types of marriages are possible? Please think. Let me start the topic. Multiple alleles. In the previous class already I have explained you about the basic definition of a gene as well allele. What is a gene? Gene is nothing but a proper segment of DNA molecule in human beings and in most of the organisms. Double stranded DNA molecule is the chief genetic material. It is a chief genetic material, double stranded DNA. That double stranded DNA is composed of certain number of nucleotides. Okay, this part, a small piece, yeah, a small segment of that DNA is defined as a gene. Look at your fingers. For example, this is a DNA thread. You just imagine this is a DNA thread. Is a first segment, second segment, third segment. This is a group of certain number of nucleotides. Some number of 100,000, 10,000, whatever it is. That certain number of nucleotides collectively spend and one specific regulate one specific character in the organisms. They will regulate, yeah, control, yeah, responsible for specific. That segment of DNA is only defined as a gene. So simply, what is a gene? It is a segment of DNA which represents a specific character. Okay, now come down to the next point. What is an allele? Allele, nothing but pair of the genes. Okay, in most of we organisms or diploid organisms, that's why we will have one of the pair is from mother, another one is from our father. So diploid organisms, one set is from our mother, another set is from our father. This is the diploidal condition. Okay, the pair of genes simply we can define as alternative form of a gene. This is nothing but what? An alternative form of a gene is only defined as, the alternative form of a gene is defined as allele. Very good, allele. Okay, here in this process, alternate forms. For example, if you are considering height, a very common example, height is represented by a gene T. It may be having capital T, or capital T, small t, or else small t, small t. Okay, like that in diploid organisms, the genes can be in this way, alternative forms can be in this way. So, what is the conclusion about this? What I wanted to say, what you have understood over here, gene, yeah, allele, one specific gene in case of a diploid organism This is having one pair, that only we are having one allele is representing one specific character. This is common. One gene is representing one character through one pair, but unfortunately, due to many factors, one a single gene can have more than two alleles. Sometimes, due to mutations, due to aberrations, due to any of XYZ reasons that we will discuss in another separate topic. That's why I'm not explaining, not extending over here. Due to some XYZ factors, there are some mutations in a specific gene and it produces more than two alleles. This is the phenomenon called as multiple alleles. That is our topic. Okay, what I'm explaining over here, generally pair of genes is called allele. One gene is representing in the alternative form called pair, and it is responsible for one specific character. But due to some XYZ reasons, one gene will have more than two alleles. This is the phenomenon is called as multiple alleles, and this phenomenon multiple allelism. What is the phenotype produced by multiple alleles is called multiple allelomorphs and multiple allelomorphism. Okay, I hope you understood everything. Let me explain. Multiple alleles are responsible for allelomorph. That means these alleles are responsible for a specific phenotype of organisms, that is multiple allelomorph. This is the phenomenon is explained as multiple allelomorphism. That phenomenon of expression of certain phenotypes due to multiple alleles is the phenomenon is defined as multiple allelomorphism. Remember very carefully. Okay, what could be the best example? The best example for multiple alleles is humans ABO type of blood grouping. ABO type of blood grouping is the ultimate example for ABO type of blood grouping is the best example for our multiple alleles. Remember very carefully. I would like to give you, as per the blood grouping, more than 80% human population are having ABO type of blood groups. More than 80% population, okay, are having ABO blood grouping. More than dozens of types of blood groups are there in our human population all over the world. The most common thing is ABO, and another the same manner of blood grouping is MNO. Technically, MNO type of blood grouping is not given in your NCERT. You are not given in your entrance examination, but I will explain it later. Once let me done this ABO. So 80+% human populations are showing the blood grouping like that. What are the blood groups we have? Person may be having A, person may be having B, person may be having AB, and person may be having O. So such a type of blood grouping is only called ABO type of blood grouping. Remember very carefully. ABO type of blood grouping is the best example for multiple alleles. So ABO type of blood grouping means we will have four types, that is A, B, AB and O. But according to the RH factor, rhesus monkey is the source of this one. Rhesus monkey is the source of this rhesus. Okay, RH factor. We are having different blood groups, that is A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, finally O positive and O negative. Likewise, totally ABO type of blood groups are having 8 types of phenotypes. Remember, very careful. ABO type of blood groups are having totally 8 phenotypes. But here under this chapter, we are not gonna consider this rhesus factor. That's why we do not learn this positive or negative. So that is why here the phenotypes we will consider it into only 4 types, that is A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group and O blood group only. These rhesus factors we will learn, yeah, you might have learned under circulatory system, blood coagulation methods, blood clotting processes and etc. Okay, that you will learn in that video. Here we will stick on to only ABO type of blood groups related to multiple allelism, multiple alleles. So instead of learning these 8 phenotypes, we will focus on these 4 blood groups only. Okay, let me continue. For example, in our human body, we are diploid. So we are having 22 pairs of autosomes. That means 44 autosomes and 1 pair of allosomes. That means sex chromosomes. Okay, that 1 pair is what? Either XX in case of female, yeah, XY in case of males. Okay, so total number of chromosomes in human body are 46. Here, out of this 46, ninth pair of chromosome is having a gene I, which is responsible for the secretion of isoagglutinin. On ninth chromosome, a specific gene is present that is named as gene I. For sake of our comfort, we given a name I because this gene is responsible for the synthesis of isoagglutinins. Okay, this gene I is having alleles in this way. Okay, gene I is having alleles, 3 types of alleles. Okay, here I will highlight IA allele is dominant, IB allele also dominant, but IO, it should not be pronounced as I0, it is IO is recessive. IO is recessive, hence it can be represented with the lowercase. So gene I having more than pair of alleles, that is why human blood groups are considered as the best examples for multiple alleles. Gene I has 3 types of alleles. What is the first one? IA, another one is IB and another one is a IO, or else it is considered as recessive. So this last one is the recessive gene. This is a recessive allele, yeah, recessive gene, but above the two are A and B, both are dominant alleles. Remember, very careful. So in our human body, chromosome number 9 has the gene I. Here I'll mention this is the gene I. Number of chromosome is 9. This is responsible for the synthesis of isoagglutinin. This gene has three alleles. One allele is IA, another one is IB, and another one is IO, and it is recessive. That is why it can be expressed with lowercase. But IA and IB are dominant alleles. That's why it is indicated with higher case, yeah, capital letters is one thing. Okay, further, for example, gene IA is responsible for the blood group. Gene IA is responsible for the blood group A. When it is available homozygous, yeah, heterozygous, it is responsible for blood group A. Likewise, allele IB is responsible for the blood group B. Okay, then IO is responsible for the blood group O. Then what about AB blood group? In human beings, AB blood group is the best example for codominance. Okay, let me explain with another one. What is the important scenario? Gene, yeah, allele IA and allele IB are having the same capacity, ability to express in the organisms in equal level. Both are having equal caliber to express, and these both are dominant over IO, yeah, I. This is the reason. This is the reason. Remember very carefully. This is the reason. Let me take to the next slide. This is the reason we will find IA or else heterozygous condition. These two genotypes will represent blood group A. This is very much important. IA allele may be homozygous, may be heterozygous, can represent blood group A. The same manner, IB homozygous or else heterozygous condition. This second phenomena can represent blood group B. Homozygous IB, yeah, heterozygous IB can represent blood group B. In the same manner as I said you earlier, allele A and allele B both are equally capable of expression. Equally capable of expression. Hence, IA-IB genotype can express the blood group AB. This is the best example for codominance. This is best example for codominance. Okay, then finally IO or else you can represent like this. It is responsible for the blood group O only. Okay, so in our living system in human, ABO type of blood grouping, ABO type of blood groups, we have 4 types of phenotypes. How many types of phenotypes we are having? 4 phenotypes. Okay, remember carefully. In human population, ABO blood groups are having 4 phenotypes but are by 6 genotypes. Look at side matter. We are having 4 phenotypes, that is blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, blood group O. These are the 4 phenotypes, but those are formed by 6 types of genotypes. How? 1, 2. Homozygous IA, heterozygous IA will represent blood group A. Homozygous IB, heterozygous IB will represent blood group B. And this is best example for codominance. Okay, I have mentioned over here A and B equally expressing, that is why it is the best example for codominance. And IO, their recessive genes are representing, are responsible for O. So here these four are coming under, phenotypes, and these are genotypes. This is one of the important point in your entrance examination. So human ABO blood groups are having 4 phenotypes and 6 genotypes. What are the genotypes? Here I have listed over here. This slide is very much important. Once you understand a person is having blood group A, means you know only blood group of a person. For example, my blood group is B. You don't know, even rather I don't know whether I am homozygous to my blood group, heterozygous to my blood group. I don't know. Okay, once if I am collecting my one of the cells and I am going for genetic analysis, then only I am able to understand. Okay, so person is having blood group A means he may be having homozygous condition or else heterozygous condition. This plays a major role in the determination of next generation blood group. A couple marrying, one person is blood group A, husband is blood group A, and is marrying a girl of blood group A, there is no chance they should get A blood group only. 25% probability is there that couple may produce at least 1/4 chances of blood group O. This is how it is possible, that I'll explain you in the further video. Have you understood? We are having 4 phenotypes are produced by 6 types of genotypes. Okay, come down to our first slide. In the introduction of our multiple alleles, I have said you one thing. How many possible marriages, biologically, how many types of marriages are possible, that I have explained you. That the question I asked you, for that explanation will be in coming video. Thank you.